Hey everybody, it's Brian Posehn and you're about to listen to episode 36, and if you're listening to it as it drops, that means it's Christmas. You're about to ruin Christmas. Way to go, Scrooge. Fucking dipshit. Enjoy your nerdy podcast while everybody's celebrating Christ's birthday. Just kidding. Hey, it's Brian Posehn. I used to have a podcast where I played Dungeons and Dragons with a bunch of my friends. I missed it, so I decided to make a new one. It's called Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker. It's myself, a couple of my buddies, Blank and Patch, Dan Telfer, Ken Daly, an occasional guest or two, and we're going to be playing in a new setting, my dining room. Each week you'll hear my wife, my son, my dogs, and we're going to be playing in a place that I love and playing the game that I've loved half my life, Dungeons and Dragons. We've got 5th edition, and we're ready. So are you ready? Here's Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker. Hey everybody, Rhodes is asleep. So it's just his dumb old dad introing the show. It's Brian Posehn. You're listening to Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker, episode 36. We did it.
Yeah.
My refrigerator just farted in the room.
I got money on Ernie for that one.
Everything in this house farts. It's like the Pee Wee Herman house of farting.
It's like that Mr. Show sketch where it's the house everything talks except everything farts.
God, Mr. Show is great.
Oh, man. Did Netflix ever get back to you guys?
About doing more? We're talking about doing more, yes.
Are you allowed to say that on a podcast?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's the idea is at some point, Bob and David, the way we've always done the show is those guys write a bunch of sketches, and then they tell us they have a bunch of sketches, and they ask us to start writing sketches. And then we start putting them all together and figure out how many episodes we're doing and all that kind of thing.
Do what you did last time and tell us about like when we can watch it.
Yeah, we're talking about shooting some stuff in New York because David's starting a family out there and everything. And Bob's kids are flying the coop. So we might wind up being out there for a little bit and shooting some stuff, which would be fun. We've never done that.
That would be a fun new take, too, yeah.
Every episode of the show was shot in L.A., and then when we did with Bob and David was in L.A. also, and usually in an L.A. studio and with L.A. sketches, So it'll change the tone of the show if that happens.
It'll be more New Yorky.
Again, these are early, just talking, and, But I'm excited. I hope we get to do more.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Writing with those guys is the best job I ever had outside of the 2 McDonald's I worked for when I was, because you can make like a triple quarter pounder with cheese. That's something.
No one even knows.
But if you work there, you can have a triple.
You're like the Nikolai Tesla of unknown hamburgers.
We had double quarter pounders before we sold them. Like
that's like a half pounder.
Would just
Nikola Tesla, not Nikola.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
I accidentally got a triple quarter pounder.
And I worked at 2. I worked at 1 in Sonoma and 1 in Sacramento.
Nice.
2005 and 2007.
Oh God, I'm so lucky I avoided having to work in fast food.
1985 and 1987. Yeah,
They were
easy jobs.
Can you eat McDonald's now, or is it too weird?
Well, very, very. I've lost a lot of weight, so I don't really anymore. I still get my Diet Cokes there in the morning.
But it's not like you see what goes in the patties or anything. It all comes in a box.
No, it came frozen. Yeah. It was
the pink slime was
just these hockey pucks full of. No, I only get the burger. I'm not a really McNugget guy because I know how nasty those are. Although when you're eating them, just like the first couple of seconds, they're actually really delicious, and then you immediately feel like terrible.
Yeah. Well, it's like breaded newspaper globs.
Made of diarrhea.
Yeah.
Sawdust and raccoon anus.
I
It's
haven't
made
introduced
for diarrhea.
Ken. Dan, we haven't. We
yeah.
just started talking. We haven't even introduced
that's 'cause-
ourselves because we took
For the first time in a while, we started the episode with
whiskey.
scotch.
Yeah.
it's,
Well, this is actually regular. It's 10-year bullet
bourbon, yeah.
Yeah.
And it is
Speaking
delightful.
of introducing things, I introduced McNuggets to America.
Were
I
you
was
in
the
that
guy
first
in
commercial?
the first commercial. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Here are
right.
your McNuggets, sir. And I opened the box.
It took me a second to realize you were being literal.
Yeah, no, I did.
So
Wow.
nuts.
So
That's
you're
right.
welcome. All
Right.
those-
And
all
now
those
you
with
just sell chicken.
having heart attacks and whatnot. Yeah.
Blaine is not with us for
Ken
this
looks
episode.
like the Colonel.
Blaine had the shits right
Oh,
at the
yeah,
end of
Blaine
the
is
last
not feeling
episode, so he is at home. Or he's I think right now driving home. This is the first time I can think of that somebody has left.
We've never
Before-
done that like in between. No.
No.
We've had people not show up
Yeah.
because they were not feeling good. But yeah. He left.
He did a real good job.
He shat diarrhea all over the
he-
chair next to me.
He was dressed to the nines in
Yeah.
like really nice
diarrhea.
suit.
Yeah.
So because he just warmed up for Sarah Silverman's show today, and so he came dressed like he fucking did lucha, and then he had to go just poop all over his car.
He looked like Richard Belzer lost half of Richard Belzer.
And Richard Belzer already looks like that.
yeah.
Oh, hey everybody! Thank you for listening to our podcast.
Oh, yeah.
But a big extra thanks to those who fund us through Patreon, such as Marcos Nolan. Thank you.
Oblid.
Thank you, Mick F.
McF.
Yeah, MCF.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you, Splort Dusky, seventh of his name.
Yeah. Splort.
Yeah, thanks, Splort.
And thank you, Nick Hazelbaker.
Bake those hazels.
I mean, real nice and brown, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, Nick.
What about
Oh, and you know what? I mean, it's kind of a given.
I mean, he's always in our thoughts and our prayers and our minds. Right,
Hashtag
guys?
never forget.
You guys, Skeletor's dick.
Skeletor's dick, ladies and gentlemen.
We've got T-shirts for sale, right?
We do. nearmintmerch.com/nerdpoker will afford you a lovely Nerd Poker shirt with Brian's delightful visage upon it as he holds his hand over a glowing D20.
What was our artist on that one?
Aaron English.
Aaron English.
EHREN, a Canadian gentleman. Really amazing artist.
Don't brag.
Huh?
Aaron?
I know, right? Anyone
It
got
doesn't have to live here.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Great.
Lucky.
Hey, Posehn, why don't you go to Canada then? All right, get me a show up there. What am I talking about? Shut up, whiskey.
I know the whiskey makes you kind of giddy,
Or morose.
or both.
I think it's cute.
Instant gallows in a glass. So, where last we left our heroes was quite an interesting spot. They just hit a big reset button on the island. You guys have killed some vampires. You confronted an evil archlich called the Demolith.
Yeah.
You went underground and went and you kind of walked back across the continent a little bit. You went back to the docks where you very first landed in episode 1. You're kind of sitting around with some new party members.
When time reverses, do all those shits go back into your body and then the food that you ate?
I mean, if you really want to know, technically, you guys think you're on a boat headed towards yourselves.
That's crazy.
So you could. What would be the most fun thing? I think is if you guys just hid in some bushes to watch yourselves shit in the future.
Doesn't that
would
happen
be
in
fun.
like Hot Tub Time Machine? Or
That movie is all about pooping. Hot Tub Time
I've never
Machine.
seen it.
I saw the first one.
There's two.
Isn't John Cusack
There's
not
10.
in the second one? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
Land Before Time.
Hot,
There's like
Hot
yeah.
Tub Time Machine X,
Hell?
where they just go to space. And,
That's
and
my
Jason
favorite. That's
fights
my
them.
favorite of the Friday the 13th.
It is one of the best.
Hot Tub Time
hilarious.
Machine 3 through 10. Though the star is Clint Howard.
The Ice Cream Man?
Oh God, I remember that movie. So you guys are on the beach. You're with Forenmeyer, some wood elves, Luoven, the creepy ass lunar elf. You came out of the Drow caves on a mission to find Horo, the descendant of the Demolith, the final sacrifice that gave him the power to transcend, and kind of just hanging out. And Twee and Bodhi, you saw up in the mists above you sort of a shape, and you heard a
Flopping around.
Right.
and when you shared that with the group of, the elves kind of busted out their quivers and they're all pointing their arrows at the sky. They're on sort of high alert now.
It's not Gago, is it?
Let's ask. Gago?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, nothing.
Nah, man, that thing's bigger than me. I mean,
Does Twee want to...
Fly up there and check it in.
I'm going to go ahead and cast a little spell called...
Don't kill Blaine, though, while he's not here.
Okay.
That's like a total Sark thing to do.
Twee plays a little song on his DOS lute, and fly like an eagle. And he goes up into the clouds, not too high, I believe, as Blaine would say, not all the way up there. He looks around.
Oh, God.
I rolled an 8. That's not really that special.
No, I don't know if it was a 1.
He comes back down and he says, "Yeah, there's definitely, like a being up there. I didn't want to stick around too long, though. Yeah, there's like a large humanoid thing flying around up here. Yeah, I got kind of a bad juju vibe off of it, but yeah."
It isn't the Demolith, is it?
Well, the Demolith and
No.
wait, what is the Demolith really, man?
Yeah, man.
What is
Totally.
he? What is he?
I'm with you.
So,
Not much yet.
the party sort of is like, maybe we should take cover. They don't really like something kind
All right,
of
we'll hide out. As long as we
vulture.
can keep an eye on who's arriving at the dock.
Yeah.
Do one of you want to kind of break off and like keep an eye from the edge of the dock? Because these guys are all like, there's some light tree cover. We kind of are going to want to move farther away from the docks.
I'll be the guy to be our lookout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to stick with the group, or you want to go off with Bodhi?
Well, how far are we going to be from the dock that we can't
Not
see
too,
it?
yeah.
A few
I'll
hundred
split the
yards. I mean,
difference.
like they want to go. They want to like
All right.
get out of the
Yeah, I'll
open,
stay with Bodhi.
I'll split the difference, though.
like halfway between.
Yeah, maybe fall back a little
Cool.
bit, not back as far as they're falling.
Great. So they all kind of go in the tree cover. They're far enough away where they can see, but they can't really hear all that well what's going on with you two.
Okay.
So you kind of hang out by a big rock.
Man, the rest of those guys
Between
are
the two of
dicks.
us, we're keeping our eye one looking high and one looking low.
And I'll say Twee is kind of doing like a little. He's gonna stop playing his fly song and do a little invisible song and kind of try and keep an eye on the perimeter a little bit.
It's a good Dio song.
Make sure nobody sneaks up on you.
Nowhere, man.
You two notice something is descending from the
Oh,
clouds.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
And also roll a perception check.
It's not poop, is it? 4 plus 2, 6.
13
No.
plus 2 is 15.
Oh, okay. So, Bodhi, you think you see something over a hill to the north, too. A couple of tall creatures, really far away, are on
So
foot.
not coming.
Not coming from the sky, while something descends from the sky.
This is all this shit.
How big?
They almost look like giraffes.
Have I seen them before?
You think maybe you have, yeah.
Where did I see them? Oh, are
You've
those.
ridden them.
Yeah, you think that they might be Barris's deer.
And Barris is dead. Yeah.
Well, he was the last time you were in the present.
We're back. Merry Christmas, by the way.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. We should do like let's at the end of this, if we have time, let's do like a little intro, like a doofy Christmas message.
For to tack onto
Maybe
it.
the thing
Yeah.
in the sky is Santa Claus.
What?
Maybe the thing
Coming down from the
sky
mists.
is Santa Claus.
Yeah.
You didn't think of that, did you? I did.
We'll kill him like we did that episode with Sark way back in the day.
Oh God, I remember you telling me the story of that. It was in a mall, right? You like
We
levitated.
didn't kill him. We didn't
the
kill him.
parents killed him.
The people
Oh
of the
right, because they
Beverly
thought he was
Center.
possessed by Satan or something.
Yeah, it was people.
Well, they
and
thought he
it-
killed the kid.
and it
on
was
his
in the
lap.
Beverly Center.
Right. Oh God.
We had time traveled to Los Angeles, and we were at the Beverly Center, and then was it Hardwick's wizard character threw a hole in the tree, and we went inside the giant Christmas tree. Or you did that, yeah? But we all went inside after we levitated Santa as a distraction, right? Like, didn't we do it to distract
Just so he could
people?
walk past.
Yeah.
And he dropped the kid by accident.
Yeah, and we also murdered a city bus because we thought it was a land whale, and we took it.
I once won a comedy competition with a Santa joke. Like it was like a write-in, like write your best Christmas joke for this comedy website like 15 years ago. So did you guys hear? Because of climate change, for the first time over the summer, first time in recorded history, the North Pole was underwater. There's no landmass. Which is bad news, right? Mm-hmm. The good news is, for the first time in 500 years, Mrs. Claus got wet.
Oh my god!
Oh no! I don't know. Who's that?
And so 15 years ago,
It was a long time ago.
they didn't know climate change was real.
I know. If it's still
They
not
still
real.
know.
No,
It's
it's still not real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
still not.
It's a silly joke. So a shape is coming down from the clouds.
It's wet, Mrs. Santa.
What you guys want to do?
Wet, Mrs. Santa.
The shape's
You
coming
don't hear
down.
any jingle bells. You sure don't.
Well, if it attacks us, we'll fight it.
How big?
I love being full of scotch for the Christmas episode too. by the way. It's bigger than a typical humanoid, but it's like the size of you two guys because you're big guys.
Yeah.
Okay,
Whatever.
I'm not that worried about it.
You
It's not
see,
like dragon size.
No, not dragon size. It is as it lowers itself, a humanoid bat,
Okay.
I've seen those before,
and
too.
it sort of slowly descends, flaps its wings, kind of tucks them under its arms.
Do we know this guy?
Who are you?
Walks over to you guys and says, "Hello,
Oh god.
welcome to Amina."
Have we met him before?
Yeah. Another voice.
It's not Haro. No.
No, my name's not Horo.
Okay.
My name is Count Ahmelegda.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to Amina.
Oh, wow.
Hi, Count Ahmelegda.
Consider me your greeting party.
All right.
Which count was that?
I don't want to.
One of the ones we kill in the future.
Don't tell him.
What was that?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Quite all right.
I want to go
Thanks.
to a J. Jill in the future.
Thanks.
It's a store in the mall.
J. Jill,
Don't worry about it.
okay. I thought for a second you were referring to Jake Gyllenhaal, star of Donnie Darko, a time travel movie. Just, whatever.
No, I was just...
Thanks for the welcome.
Yes, you look like quite a strong group. Tell me, are those people cowering over there in the trees with you, or what's the deal over there?
I don't know.
You don't know them? They seem to be looking at you quite intently.
They were concerned about something floating above us.
Oh, that was me. I apologize. I'm a giant bat after all. But welcome. I hope you're not too frightened to hear this, but you have survived a great calamity.
Oh, no.
That's right. I don't know if you got off a boat recently. I didn't see anything dock, but I'm afraid the storms are making it impossible for boats to depart the dock properly.
Dear. Well,
So we're stuck here?
I suppose so. You could say you're stuck, yes. Do you have lodgings to the east? I'd be happy to provide you with a few nights' stay at no cost of your own.
Well, we're gonna look around town for a while and then
Around
see what's what.
town. Well, you're welcome to. Just think I'll let you know there's no real town to speak of, but whatever you wish, I am but your humble servant.
Is there a tavern nearby or anything?
No, nothing like that.
Is there
No.
a bar or anything?
No bar.
We're okay.
You're okay. Well, I also just want to sort of throw it out there. You don't seem very intimidated by the 8-foot tall bat thing. I just kind of wanted to tell you how impressed I was. You seem like mercenary types, perhaps.
You just seem familiar and not really afraid of you.
Familiar,
should I be?
you say?
You seem kind of silly, really.
Phew. Well, I'm a local dignitary. Pardon me if I'm, a little eccentric, but
No, I like it.
okay. Well, you're very strange races yourselves, I suppose. I don't know what your affiliation with those elves are, but we don't get a lot of tieflings and half-orcs around a minute. Mostly
Oh, good eye.
boats of humans and elves is humans and elves all the time. And
Day in, day out, huh?
day in, day out, an occasional dragonborn or whatever you call them, the big lizard people.
Oh, yeah.
You get any of those turtle-looking guys?
Turtle looking. Oh, the turtles?
Yeah, turtles.
No turtles. I've met a turtle once a long time ago.
I thought they were new.
No, well, there was sort of a new expansion book, but they've actually been around since first edition, if you must know.
I see. Well, it's been great talking to you.
Of course, I'll try to stay nearby if you need anything.
Terrific. That's great.
Just give a shout. I've got quite good hearing. I've got sentries all over. This is my land, after all, and there are many dangerous things on the island, but I make a point to fly about the dock and check in with whatever locals sort of arrive, whatever sort of vacationers pop up in a minute, and I try to make them feel welcome. So,
Cool.
consider me your friendly ambassador.
You live
to
here
the
on the
island.
island? On the
Yes, yes,
Where
yes.
Whereabouts?
Oh, I've got a small castle to northeast, actually.
Okay. Great.
Sounds familiar.
It's a humble place. I've got a few servants, But they're a motley crew of different races that I've known for many years. So.
I love the crew. First 2 albums.
Oh,
Anyway,
I'm more of a thrash man myself, but all
me
right.
too, but
All right. Or the Bad Brains. I don't mind a little sort of metal and punk mixed together,
the crossover shit.
Yeah, crossover shit. Bad motivator, Anywho, again, a bit surprised you're not either terrified or humbled, but okay. I'm gonna just sort of keep an eye on those elves.
We're just happy to see you.
Don't know what to think about those elves. They look a bit like the elves that camp out to the east. They don't look like visitors, so I don't know what they may have told you about this island.
Sure,
but
they're fine. Who knows?
did you just get off a boat, if you don't mind my asking?
Uh-huh.
Where's everybody else?
I don't know. They must have wandered off somewhere.
All right, well, I'll be,
Why don't you float around and find them?
yes, I think I will. Don't go anywhere. And he,
Oh my God.
flaps his arms and
I
starts.
can't wait to kill him again.
Starting to sound like Hans Conried.
He starts sort of, you can tell there's a shape in the mist kind of doing circles around you again.
Fuck off.
The 2 sentry shaped deers are keeping an eye on you as well over on the bluff.
Creepy deers.
Oh,
One of the
yeah,
elves
so they're
jogs-
probably Barris probably sent them.
Yeah, and you're not sure what exactly is the going on here, but it looks as if Count Ahmelegda does this, and Barris has scouts for whatever reason.
Right.
So,
Yeah, okay. Cool.
one of the elves
why
hops
didn't we
over and
encounter them
says,
before, I wonder?
"Yeah, like they kind of."
Yeah, it was creepy.
They're like, yeah, that was
Fuck
kind
that
of
guy.
fucking creepy. Should we be worried, do you think?
Nah. Killed him once before.
Oh, yeah? What was that fight like?
We didn't have to fight him. We actually killed him while he was asleep, I believe. If my memory serves me correctly.
So it's pretty easy.
Yeah,
actually.
it's so easy. We'll just wait till he goes to sleep again. Don't you worry.
You know I can hear you. I'm not that. No, he doesn't say that. Twee says, so, why don't we set up a camp right by the docks so we don't waste any time, and we see who shows up first.
Love it.
So you guys throw up Twee
Entenmann's tiny hut.
throws up an Entenmann's tiny hut. It's got that nice cinnamon swirl in it. Little crumbles on top, little vanilla icing.
I'd suck all your dicks for an Entenmann's right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's go to Ralph's afterwards, you guys. Just get another bottle of bourbon and some fucking Entenmann's cupcakes.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Oh, man. You know my favorite, because my wife is British. My in-laws are all British. Like, my favorite is Boxing Day. It's especially fun once you have
I thought
kids.
that was just a Canadian holiday.
No,
British start over in
England too, yeah. So
Crackers, you
like
get crackers and
Christmas crackers. All it is the kids play with their toys while the grown-ups put their feet
their
up and
shit
get
away.
drunk.
Oh, they don't put everything away?
There's open boxes everywhere.
I thought Boxing Day meant to like box everything up and get it out of your house.
It could, but also it could mean
But it just means
just fucking boxes
fuck
everywhere.
around. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
get drunk and box each other.
Yeah.
The cool British people I know get drunk and
Nice.
let the kids play. Yeah. It's a good
Americans do that too.
It's a good time. It's a good time. I like to bust out the Bailey's special flavors on Boxing Day. Get into it, you guys. You're listening to this. Fucking celebrate Boxing Day proper.
I actually have a 50-year-old bottle of scotch waiting for me for Christmas that an old friend of ours bought me a while ago. And when I'm finishing my book right before Christmas, and so I'm gonna.
You better finish your book.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's awesome, though.
It
That's
took
going to be a
me-
really good bottle of scotch.
Yeah,
Oh man.
you'll feel the 9 months that I spent writing it as you read it, and then I'm gonna think about those 9 months as I drink that bottle on Christmas Eve.
It's like a baby. 9
Yeah,
months.
it's fucking crazy. It wasn't supposed to take me that long, but writing books is hard and shit.
Yeah. I wrote a book proposal, and that took like 2 years.
My book proposal
read
took
some
me
books,
almost
and
a
that took a
year.
while.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. You gotta come up with more book than is actually there, so people will go nuts for it.
Yeah. It's been a big process, a long process.
Well, future congratulations.
Can't wait to crack that bottle.
By the time people hear this, you will
They
be
will.
You will be
I'm so
hammered.
close.
You'll be
I'm
done
so close.
and sipping on malt.
Shit. So let's get back in.
There's just a little bit of a waiting game that has to go on here, but Count Ahmelegda doesn't make himself visible. You get the sense that he's just sort of patrolling and hasn't decided to intervene yet.
Good.
When a boat
Like
shows
we still
up.
aren't even, not like earlier, like we don't see him off in the distance at all even.
No, but it like about every like let's say like 2-3 hours you see this shape in the mist above and you're just like, yeah, that's probably him.
All right.
When a boat arrives.
A boat. It shows up. A big sailboat shows up. It's very extravagant, and it's far down the dock. So through the fog, you see like 5 or 6 figures kind of get off, kind of like look around.
Let's pause for 1 second. What is our plan? What are we exactly going to do to Horo, like, once we meet him? Are we just going to observe him, or are we going
We're
to
gonna take him away.
kill him?
No.
No? What are we going to do?
Would
Kick him into
Would
the...
you guys please both do this in your character voices? It's Christmas. This is a delightful conversation, and I think this would be fun to hear.
What's the name of the chick said we're gonna take him and keep him from getting killed.
We just taking him in a cave?
Oh yeah, maybe we could do
Take
that.
him
I don't know.
down.
What
below.
did she say? What was the plan again, lady?
We're gonna maybe take him so far back in time that it disorients the Demolith's plans.
Right, that's a good plan.
That's back in the cave then.
Yeah,
Back in the ground.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take it back on the ground.
Seriously.
So, what are you going to do about these 5 or 6 shapes you see kind of...
Stay out of the way. Check them out. Make sure they're not us. For one.
Yeah, give them a little distance and then look for Horo, right?
Yeah.
So some time passes, and the numbers seem to shrink. It's almost as if some of the individuals are going back on the boat.
When's Twee fly over and check out what's going on?
Twee nods and zips back and says, yeah, looks like the boat might be departing, and they're just leaving this one guy alone. A guy who looks very familiar.
Cool.
Let's get friendly with him.
So, sure enough, as Twee suggested, none other than a very familiar bard skips down the dock and says, hello, my name's Horo. I speak with my hips. Can I interest anyone in a song or two?
Sure. What are you here for adventure?
Yes, and you must be the greeting party that I was promised.
Yeah.
I am Horo from Darth Haven. Welcome.
Very good
Welcome to
see
me.
you. Good to see and meet you.
All right.
We'd like you to join us on an adventure.
Well, this is exactly the sort of thing I was hoping for. What exotic creatures you are. It's exciting to see not just boring old Darth Haven human folk around here.
Yeah. So let's away, shall we?
Where are we going?
We're gonna go explore some caves first.
Sounds a little suspicious. What do you
where
mean
all the-
explore some caves?
It's where all the good treasure is.
Absolutely.
Good trip. Well, I'm not here for treasure, so to speak. I'm more here for good fortune and excitement. And
Well, those were both.
Yeah, there's that
those
too.
both
Why-
go
why
hand
am I-
in
why
hand
am
with
not-
treasure.
this place is a little spookier than my Darth Haven folk were expecting, and they all ran back on the boat. I was hoping for a little
Really?
more reassurance
They
than
got
come
scared?
hang out in a cave. Yeah, the mist is a little creepy.
We'll protect you.
It's actually
what
safer
makes it
safer
fun.
in the caves.
Roll a persuasion check, difficulty 12.
I love how you.
Safer in the caves. Jesus Christ.
You know Bodhi's
It's a
intelligence.
12 plus. Was your roll?
18. I got a 20. It's 18 plus 2. That's how
So
that works.
what does Bodhi say when he finally realizes how to get Horo to do whatever he wants?
Look, the thing about this island is it's not that safe above, but there's treasure and adventure below, and that's where we're planning to go. And if you want to be safe, and you should cruise with us.
Very dramatically, Horo places a hand on his chin, and you see on his green unitard a tiny rivulet of dark green appear near his crotch area, and his knees start to shake a little bit, and he says, all right, well,
Did you just pee his pants?
do tell me where it is safe, because I am what you call weak of heart.
Okay, well, follow us.
Okay.
We'll join up with our group.
Yeah.
So he knows that we have more than
All
just
the
us.
elves, you wave them over, and they say, okay, let's double time it back to that
Yeah, let's do it.
cave. Also, Luoven says, hey, before we go, we should consider a couple of things, in my opinion. There's multiple creatures tracking us at this point, just right now, like literally right now. There's a vampire in the clouds above. There's 2 weird deer staring at us from that bluff over there.
Right.
And if we go back, there's that marsh full of weird shadows that seems to be following us. Should we go back the way we came, or should we try to figure out some way to shake these guys? I've got the cave back in the Lunar Elves territory. I might, of course, run into a version of myself, but at least my people know how time travel works, and
That sounds safe.
I've never bumped into
Is there a reason
myself
not
before,
to trust
so
Levin about that?
We haven't burned their village yet, so
Yeah,
that's true.
they won't hate us.
right. And she's still trying to do what we're doing.
Yeah.
And if you were to
ultimately.
go back to the Lunar Elf Cave, you're down here at this dock. The only trick is you would have to cut near past Ahmelegda's castle to get up there. You don't know if that's necessarily a good or a bad thing, but
Well, he's already tracking us.
so are you just going to start walking that way without?
But that's also towards where Barris's people are, so maybe Barris's people will continue to follow us. I don't know. I'm not that afraid of the. But if Llewellyn,
Sleeping vampire?
yeah. All right, yeah, let's go that way instead of going back. We'll go to Lou Evans.
Lou Evan or Lou Oven or what?
Say it again.
Lou Oven.
Lou Oven.
Llewellyn.
It's not Lou. It's not Doug Llewellyn.
We'll go there.
Okay, so as you guys start heading in that direction, you realize you're going to kind of have to go right over the bluff where those weird ass deer are. And sure enough, as you get closer, they are like identical to the deer that you used to ride around on. They seem much more pensive now that they're not on your side. They seem to keep their distance a little bit, and they stare at you sort of unblinkingly. They seem to be functioning not so much as mounts, but as steeds. Their antlers aren't as big, too, so there's something a little less regal about these guys. They don't have, like, combat antlers. They've just sort of... They're more doe-like, and they back up as you approach the bluff, but they sort of stare at you and kind of make you walk between them as you head north.
All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna just
Fair enough.
So you head into a bit of woods. You're based on the map, you get the impression that you won't be in the woods for all that long, but you're sort of stuck in the middle of the Wu-Tang W between two different little Bay Creek areas. Yep. And so there's sort of water on either side of you all of a sudden, and there's woods, and you're not walking towards Count Ahmelegda's castle, but the woods do start to get a little thicker, and you recall for a moment how there was a bit of an impasse in the woods where Count Ahmelegda assured you it would be best to let him teleport you to his castle. And you've kind of reached a thickness in the woods that reminds you of that moment. So,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
the wood elves say, we avoid this part of the forest. This is not a part of our forest. We don't know the creatures here.
Is there a way around it?
We're already in it at this point. We could try to go closer to the water.
Yeah, let's do that.
But yeah, we'd almost have to backtrack a little bit to do that.
That's fair.
Okay. So you guys try that, and sure enough, as you start going that way, you start to get the impression you're being followed in the woods. And
Above or
on the ground.
Okay.
On the ground this time. Little hooded figures about waist high are kind of
How many?
darting around the trees. It looks like there's about 4 of them.
Okay.
Humanoid in shape, but they're waist high, and you guys are like 5 feet tall. Just kind of little darting around the trees. They've got their faces obscured.
Okay.
You see a clearing towards the water, but before you can get there, all of a sudden the woods light up. Everything is suddenly really well lit. And
what does Twee see and what does Llewellyn feel?
Twee says, hey, look up, you guys. And you see there's some sort of bright fire appearing in the sky between the trees, almost as if there's a big white fireball right above you guys, just sort of hovering above you.
Is it dipshit? Is it
Ahmelegda?
Ahmelegda?
Yeah, probably.
I'm
Well-
let you finish.
You don't know. But you do all feel like you got hit with a prison spotlight while you were sneaking off the prison
Okay.
grounds.
We'll keep moving.
You just gonna keep walking?
Yeah.
Who's gonna lead?
I don't mind.
The elves are kind of frozen.
They're frozen.
They're like, this is really.
What does Llewellyn feel about what's going on?
She says, we're more than being tracked. I mean, someone's watching to see what we're about to do.
Right. Well, let's get out of their
Just having a little walk through
their
the
area.
forest.
Just having a little walk. So you want to play dumb? We should just kind of.
Yeah. Just have it keep going.
Whistle.
All right. Do a perception check, gentlemen.
3.
Oh man.
With my very high percentage.
13.
All right, Bodhi, you see there's a hooded figure waiting for you right at the edge of the light in the woods.
Is it one of these little smaller hooded figures?
Yeah, there's 2 glowing yellow eyes, like right below your waist
Have
level.
we seen these guys before?
No.
Yes, in a movie called Starworth.
Yeah. Or
Red Eye. Or Phantasm.
Phantasm. Yeah.
Are these the Star Wars ones or the Phantasm ones?
Yeah.
Oh, who knows? It's Christmas. It's a gift. The NPC that I've wrapped in a bow just for you.
All right. I'm not that afraid of something that small.
What you gonna do?
Keep walking.
Okay. What's your armor class, Bodhi?
None of your business.
Whoa! Fucking sick burn.
15.
You look down, and all of a sudden, a tiny little dagger goes choop right in your armor and kind of bumps off to the side. Goes like zoop, kind of just hits your leg, right in
this guy?
a leather crease between the plates of your armor.
How dare you?
And
What's up, little man?
you can't see its face, but its hood kind of. You see it kind of go like, ugh,
Can I
like
grab it?
in disappointment. Yeah, you can grab it.
All right. I'm going to lift it above. I'm going to lift it off its feet.
Strength check difficulty 10.
All right.
You got a big bonus, I believe.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it's a 1.
Okay. Roll a hundy, please.
But don't I get a bonus to the for strength?
I mean, a fucking botch is a botch.
Is it even?
Yeah, much.
For me, it is.
Because my strength is so high, it feels like it's not a 1. It's an
If
8.
you roll high, you'll kill him. Otherwise, you're
I
fine.
have a 7 bonus on my strength. Anyway, all right, that's cool.
No, it's how to.
I don't know how that rule works, but it
it was a
feels
2,
like
If it was a
matter.
2, it would not matter.
right. Okay.
That's how it works.
Because if it's a 20,
Here's
it
the thing:
matters.
in D&D 5th edition, botches don't even exist technically.
Right.
This is something that I've carried over because I find it fun.
Oh fuck.
87. Oy. Okay, hang on a second.
Jesus, trying to lift up a little thing. And just my back go out and I shit my pants and wind up in another dimension.
I need to pull up the botch table
Crush him to death.
on my
God
phone because my
damn
computer
it.
just died.
Oh, I hurt myself somehow.
Let's see.
I mean, it's likely. I'll say that.
87 is high.
Yeah, it's very high.
Jesus Christ.
Hey Blaine, what is this botch brought to you by?
Like Brian's a fucking idiot.
This botch was brought to you by shit.
Salad.
Salad nog. It's eggnog, where instead of eggs, it's for vegetarians. It's chlorophyll. Chloronog. Try not to throw up on yourself.
Dear Blaine, get better.
Chloronog. Oh dear. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Roll 3d4, please.
3?
4.
Yeah.
You got 3.
3 little triangle
There it is,
dice.
right there, you got 'em.
There, you got them all over on the side.
Oh, they're there.
Yeah.
Damn it. Why can I not?
So, an 87 on my botch table. I will explain as soon as you're done doing this.
6.
That's not too bad. So an 87 is a 3d4 self wound plus a disarm plus you're stuck plus you're confused.
Great.
Jesus.
So as you pick him up, you suddenly make eye contact with it. It's got a strange reptilian face. It's got like bright green skin, big bulbous orangish yellow eyes. And when you make eye contact, it sticks its dagger right in a crease in your wrist, and you take 6 points of damage. You drop the Herald of Kelmar that's in your offhand, and you wince and shut your eyes as you drop him on the ground.
Great.
I help him collect his things.
You do?
Yeah.
Why don't you roll a 20-sided dice first?
9.
Hang on.
Plus whatever dex.
Okay, so you're before him.
What kind of a check was that? Dexterity? It's a 13. Oh, and I see.
Okay. So 8 arrows go off, and you just hear dunk, 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 as the elves fire into the trees around them, hoping to nail the shapes they see moving. You in front of you see the thing that just stabbed Bodhi in the wrist try to scurry off into the bushes, and it gets just on the edge of melee range before you're up. You're up.
Clunk him.
Roll to attack, won't you?
13. And I'm going to use my short bow because I have +2.
Oh, great.
So these are those braces of. It's +2 to damage. So
Oh, great. Okay, so roll for your damage.
it's 6 + 2. 7 total.
Nice. So you nail the guy who just stabbed Bodhi in the back, and he kind of thuds face down on the ground. When you do that, Twee. Ooh, nice. Twee tries to stab one and puts a little nick in one, but he's going to probably cast a spell next. Forenmeyer runs off into the bushes. He starts going into bear form. Looks like he wants to chomp down on one.
Sure.
How
many of these are there? 4?
Horo kind of sits down and looks really scared.
It's all good, Horo. Don't worry.
Okay.
We got it covered.
I don't like any of this.
This is adventure.
It turns out like adventure. Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas, Horo.
you piece of shit. Excuse me, I'm scared. Also, the light gets a little brighter, and roll 20s, please.
4. Rolling really well.
20.
Great, you guys are all fine, but I hate when my computer dies because I don't have an algorithm for this. I'll do one for all the elves on this one. Okay, so like 2 of the elves shield their eyes and look like they can't see. They kind of drop their bow out of combat stance. And one of these guys scurries up to Horo and tries to stab him, and Horo goes "Aye!" and jumps out of the way.
Who is this? One of those guys?
One of these little guys, yeah.
Okay.
Are you still confused? Is he still stuck? Or?
He's kind of out of. Yeah, sorry, Brian, but you're out of commission for this round because you're.
All right. What do I got? What do I got around me?
You've got. It's vape o'clock.
God, am I that predictable?
Yes. Yeah, you see. Do a perception roll real quick. Do a 20 with your perception bonus.
Oops. Yeah.
18 plus what?
Plus 6 or whatever. 18 plus 2. It's 20.
Oh, that's some flavored shit.
Yeah.
What is that, raspberry?
Yeah.
Really?
No, it's berry.
Okay.
Midnight berry.
As long as it's not mixed berry, because mixed berry is a fucking scam being perpetrated on the public. Do you know that? That's bullshit. We got raspberry, we got cherry, fucking...
Blueberry.
Mixed berry's a lie. Yeah, stick
Blackberry.
with one of your berries.
I'm with you.
Chuckberry.
Yeah, Chuck Berry flavored. I'd chug a little bit of that if you know what I'm saying.
It tastes
Sour
like
Skittles
tastes
is
like
a
pea.
good pipe, or is a good vape. Yeah, that's
Sour
a good,
Skittles.
yeah, it's a good taste.
Nice. Is Skittles like endorse that?
No, I don't think so.
No, that's not like Willy Wonka brand THC. Okay, that would be great. One day that'll happen.
There's so many flavors of that stuff, man. I did a lot of reviews for that stuff. And
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh, wow. Is that like a special page on Amazon that nobody knows about?
Yeah, it was a job I had.
It's like Vape Yelp.
Doing reviews, explaining the flavors and how they come on. at
These don't
different
sound like
times.
reviews so much as endorsements or
Yeah, they're
professionally
endorsements.
guided
They're
descriptions.
endorsements. Yeah.
All right. It's like no one
There's all
reviewing
kinds
the
of
vape flavor.
cream and strawberry and caramel and salt and mint and
cream
hot and
cream
cold
soda with
after-
a scrotum that's
after
been
fuck.
submerged for 3 seconds. Really specific.
A lot of cereal flavors.
Ooh, Captain
Real popular,
Crunch.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's like Captain Crunch vape.
Well,
Yeah.
Weed stuff for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, there's cereal flavors, berry flavors, some tobacco flavors, unusually, like meerschaum. Yeah, meerschaum.
Is there eggnog vape?
I'm sure. I guarantee there is. There's alcohols and there's rum.
Alcohol?
There's
What
Are
whiskey.
you talking about weed vapes or regular?
No, regular
your
vapes,
tobacco
but you can
vape?
put the same flavor
Yeah,
in
yeah.
anything,
America.
right? Land of the dumb.
Forever, right?
So I rolled a 20.
So you notice there's dozens of these things darting around outside the light. You and
Lots to
Bodhi
kill.
kind of ran into the dark a little bit, so you're not blinded, and you see these things are scurrying around everywhere. They look
All
like
right, I'm gonna have to die though.
little iguanas sort of with big old fishbowl eyeballs, and there's one though that you notice because you rolled so goddamned high that's hovering 5 feet off the ground. It's got a little staff in its arm.
Well, that's one I want to kill first.
Well, you have that as an option.
I'm going to cast. Ooh, let's see.
Werewolves of London, is that a spell?
Yeah.
You cast Warren Zevon on
Poison
this.
spray.
All right.
Cast a poison spray upon him.
Let me
2d12
see
damage.
what the distance on poison spray is real
I will
quick.
tell you.
Oh, will you? I wish you would, because then we don't have to do a
Page
subpar
266.
commercial.
Page. If I can find the page soon enough. What's this page being found? Brought to you by.
This page is brought to you by Jake's Discount Mistletoe. Throw it at somebody and ask them for a kiss. It won't work. Jake's Discount Mistletoe.
Then you get fired. What is my poison spray? Right.
10 feet. It's a distance of 10 feet.
10 feet.
You're just in range where you can do
Cool.
that. So
poison spray him.
he is going to roll. What is it? It's 1d12 poison damage after his Constitution saving throw, and his Constitution is a 10. Yeah, he doesn't do it. He rolled low. He got an 8.
Wait, this is 8-sided. Let's try that again.
Rolling the wrong kind of dice is brought to you by Krampus.
The one I wanted.
Krampus is like Santa if he did what he really wanted.
9 plus 11. 20 points of damage.
Never forget.
9 plus 11. This guy's never going to forget.
Well, this Croca Shaman, as I call him in my little Amina Bestiary,
Yes, Croca?
drops his staff and the light goes out. So suddenly everyone comes to their senses. These things go scattering.
Bye, shitheads.
And this
I like
thing...
that one Crocus song.
Named after a flower.
September Bacon?
No, that one.
September bacon.
I was trying to think of
Long stick goes boom.
So, This guy,
About my wiener.
this shaman that you sprayed in the face is sort of rolling around on the ground next to the guy that Bodhi killed.
Yeah.
Or was it you who
I
killed him?
didn't kill
You didn't kill
shit.
nothing. So
No, I'm still fucking confused.
So everybody's sort of chasing these things off into the woods. Bodhi, there's this shaman kind of rolling around on the ground about 10 feet away from you. When you come back to your senses, sleepyhead.
Yeah,
He's gonna bonk him.
You gonna bonk him?
I'm gonna do something to him.
What are you gonna do to him? He's at your mercy. It's Christmas. Remember, it's Christmas. What are you
give
gonna
him
do?
a present of
But he
it.
he
Death.
tried to stab me. Is it the one that fucked me up?
No, it's the one.
He's the caster
he's the
who did the big blinding light.
big chief.
Oh, the big. Oh, okay, cool.
You gonna show him a little
what do we
Christmas
know about-
mercy?
Why did he? No. What do we know?
I'm
about
trying to like superimpose the fact that people will be listening to this on Christmas onto this adventure, even though the two things have absolutely nothing to do with each other. Just trying to insert a little bit of holiday cheer for those who listen on download day.
We did a Christmas, but very bitter.
Wow, I've lost all my holiday spirit now. Thanks, Ken. My ball just retracted back into my
Do
body
we know
cavity.
why he was doing what he was doing?
No.
Should I ask
haven't
him or
seen-
just stab him?
You could grill him.
Trying
Grill
to
him
pick him
all.
up again by the scruff of his neck. This guy's blinded with poison, so he's
It's a different guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him why he did that. Why?
Cool. Strength check difficulty. He's not. He's having a harder time writhing. I'll just say 8 this time.
Yeah, I hit. That.
Yeah, you got that with your bonus. Easy peasy. So you pick him up, and when you talk to him, you just hear coming out of his weird little mouth.
You don't speak our language. You don't speak any. Does he speak Sylvan
I don't
or
have any kind of language thing.
does he speak Sylvan?
You can try.
Or
What is he?
Infernal? I don't
He wasn't close enough for you to tell. What do you want to try,
hear.
Sylvan or Infernal?
Yeah, I want to try and.
Can Blaine help us with them too?
What's your damn?
Blaine
what's your
says,
damn problem?
"Yeah, I haven't relearned tongues yet. Sorry." So, yeah, he doesn't respond to Sylvan or Infernal. He just kind of speaking this weird little subspecies.
All right, should we just kill him and leave?
Sure. All right.
Christmas.
Uh,
Oh, we should crucify him.
That's Easter.
Oh, sorry.
Don't
Shit.
you know anything?
I'm Jewish. I should crucify him.
Are you going to?
No.
Because you could do something extra horrible for Christmas,
I
but
don't want
no.
to do
Okay,
that.
so
It's Christmas. I'm
uh,
gonna punch him to death.
so you give him a good old non-damaged sock to the face, and
Yeah.
he curses at you in some weird little magical creature language.
I'm gonna take his
You could
staff.
set him free. You could try to.
I'm taking his staff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and put a staff on your character sheet if that's really what you're going to do.
Yeah, I am.
It's almost like a large wand or a small club for you because this dude's tiny.
Yeah.
But it's definitely got magical properties.
Where are the other
Thanks,
guys?
little
Are the
shithead.
The rest of them scattered, and everybody, all the other elves come back and say, you know, like one guy says, "Oh, I killed one," another one says, "Ran off into the bushes and I couldn't keep track of it." Seems like the party was sort of. The party of these Krokans were kind of banking on you being blinded and stunned.
we're at the end of 36, right? Almost. We only have like a minute or two left.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock him out and then just carry him with us. And see
In like
what
a
happens.
bag.
It's sort of like fireman's carry.
Cool. So
Just throw him over my shoulder.
you got to pull your punch. So we're just gonna say that requires athletics.
Or I sleeper hold him. I just like
Oh, you can sleeper hold him, no problem.
choke him out.
That's
like
easy.
You would
Choke,
do,
yeah. So you choke him out. Actually, just really quick, do a dex check difficulty 3.
Fucking perfect.
Oh, this has been the best Christmas ever. 2 botches. Okay, 100 please. 100
Watch on the
please.
choke.
Did you guys wish for a Christmas botch?
Maybe he is gonna get crucified.
47.
Oh,
Not
that's
too
not
bad.
bad. Not bad at all. Okay, hang on.
Damn it.
47.
Bodhi can't do shit right tonight.
Get a 3.
Fuck. Fucking dice are loaded ones.
Oh my god, 47 is such a good one. Brian?
Yeah.
Column A is the specific effect, and B is the action effect. Would you please read to the listeners what 47 says?
You consider starting life over? Missed turn. Damn it.
So you try to choke him out, and he wriggles free. He lands on his back. He doesn't like get away or anything. But as he hits the ground, you get a sense of like, I just wasted so much time on these fucking things. I could be back in Gluck. I could be back with the old ex-Paladin crew, just fucking with people. Like, and here I am stuck on this island 1,500 years in the future. Fuck me. Dex check difficulty 3.
19.
He goes out like a light, and the elves provide you with a sack that you can throw this thing in.
Yeah, that's awesome.
As you do it, you see he's got full pockets. There's some stuff in his robe. Do you want to clean
Yeah, let's go
clean him
through
out
it,
real
definitely.
quick?
Yeah.
There's weird shiny bits of glass and other weird shit that like only like a semi-sentient race would collect. But you find about 110 gold pieces.
Okay, cool.
This thing was loaded. And you also find 2 magical fetishes. One is a weird little wood carving of a cockroach. And one is a tiny skull, both of which clearly have magical properties.
Cool.
What is it?
Cockroach and a skull.
A wooden cockroach sculpture and a tiny skull.
Stash boxes.
Yeah, plus that gold. Which you've only found a couple of uses for gold on the island, but it comes up. That, I think, is going to be the Christmas gift at the end of this episode.
Episode 36. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah.
And also,
37
Mary,
will be
whatever
New Year's
day it is
Eve.
that you're listening.
Yeah.
Merry New Year's, Merry.
Yeah. Happy holiday. aren't
Happy
they?
holidays.
How'd that war on Christmas?
Yeah.
Boy.
The non-existent
Didn't you
war on
just
Christmas.
say Merry Christmas if you want to, and if
Yeah,
you
I
don't,
don't
you
care.
don't?
I've been an atheist since I was like 6 years old. I still say bless you when people sneeze. I don't give a shit. Other than people shoving
made
that
up.
shit down my throat, I've
up.
never cared.
Yeah.
Just fuck off with
No one
your
cares.
weird belief you need to
People who wanna create
proselytize.
shit care.
I love everyone, and I like to be angry. That's just the only difference. Hey everybody, love everyone, trust no one, and start building your own lightsaber. It's dark outside.
Tour dates for 2018, brianposehn.com. Not super busy doing stand-up, but I'm coming to a couple places I like. I've got Beat Kitchen coming up in Chicago second week after the New Year, and then I'm back in DeKalb. They always move me around at clubs there, so I'm not sure the name of the club I'm doing in DeKalb this time around, but that's coming up. And then I've got San Francisco and other places I like.
Nice.
I'm trying to only go to places I like, so if you live in a place I hate, sorry. Bye. Thanks for listening.
And haters, get fucked. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thanks for listening to another episode of Nerd Poker. You can follow us at patreon.com/nerdpoker, and you get bonus episodes from there. And you can also send us anything at P.O. Box 16069, Encino, California 91416. Thanks for listening.